This is Srikanth, working as assistant professor in electrical department. In this video, I want to give one more problem on superposition theorem. Superposition theorem, we have one statement that is any bilateral network having more than one source, the response across any element. So response across any element is sum of responses obtained from the each sources. So already given in last class, super over means we have one over. Same thing here in your circuit, we have many sources. Just active any one source and find out the response across any one element. So same thing, the response across any element is the sum of responses obtained from each sources. That is your superposition theorem. So you are acting one source. That means remaining sources is replaced by their internal resistance. Okay, I will give like one example for this. So this is my circuit now. In this circuit, voltage source as well as current source is there, and I want to find out the response across R3 resistor. So in this point, I want some response. That means current I want. That is your I current. Okay. So for this, I need active one source. So first I want to active voltage source. So my voltage source is active. What about current source? That is replaced by their internal resistance. That means it's open. Your current source is open. Then find out the response across R3 resistor. That is your I1 value. And same thing now, my current source is acting now. What about your voltage source? It's short circuit. That is, voltage source is short circuit. Then again, find out the response at R3 ohms, the R3 resistor, that is your I2. So here, what is your superposition theorem means? The response across any one element, that means I is equal to I1 plus I2. That is your superposition theorem. So here I have a circuit. In this circuit, I have three sources, two current sources as well as one voltage source. I have three sources. So I need to prove the superposition theorem now. So how will you prove the superposition theorem means the response. So in this circuit, my response is here. So in this branch, I need to find out the current. So this response is equal to individual sources response. So that means I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So I have three sources. So I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. Now first I will move to the I value. So using any method, you can use like a mesh analysis or nodal analysis or any method. So I will use here source transformation. That is a simple one. So using source transformation, I can get like I value now. So here current source parallel with the resistor. So what is your source transformation? So when you have the current source parallel with the resistor, can convert it to voltage source series with same resistor. Otherwise your voltage source series with a resistor can convert it to current source parallel with same resistor. This is your source transformation. So here I have like current source parallel with resistor. So you can convert it to voltage source series with same resistor. So here you can convert it to voltage source. Same thing here. So 150 ohms parallel with 40 amps. You can convert it to voltage source series with same resistor. So what is the voltage value here? Here V equal to I into R. Am I right? So this is a Ohm's law. From Ohm's law I have the equation. So what is the I value here? 120 into 50. 6000 volts I will get here. Same thing. Here also voltage. Voltage equal to I into R. And what is the I value? I value is 40 as well as R value 150. I will get again 6000 volts. Remaining circuit is as is. That means your remaining voltage source is as is. Okay. Now your current source, this current source and resistor can convert it to voltage source and same resistor, and value is 6000 volts. Same this side also voltage source, series same resistor, and value is 6000 volts. Now how many loops we have? We have only one loop. One loop means again we have only one current. So one loop we will get like one current. That means V by your R, I equal to V by R. What is the V value now here? So V value is, so 6000 plus 10 minus 6000. Why minus means? So this direction is upwards and this source direction also like same direction which you have the loop direction, and but this direction is like upwards, not downwards. So this source direction is upwards, but your current direction is downwards. Now you will write like minus value. So what is your current value now? 6000 plus 10 minus 6000 by how many resistors we have? Two resistors we have. Both are in series. Series means we can add 50 plus 150. You will get like 200. So what is the I value now? I value is 0.5 amps. Just simplify those equations. You will get like I value. Okay, I value is 0.5. This circuit, so whichever main circuit, from this circuit I have the I value. From superposition, I need to act only one source. So from this circuit, I need to active only one source. That is now my acting source is 120 amps. What about remaining sources? So remaining sources is replaced by their internal resistors. So voltage source is short circuit and current source is open circuit. So voltage source is short circuit, current source is open circuit. Now I need to find the response, that is I1 response. Okay, here I need to find out the I1 value. You can use any method and just find out the I value. Here I will go for current division rule. So using current division rule, I can find out the I value. So I have the IS value here, IS value, and I need to find out this branch current, that is I1 value. So same branch current I have here up to here. I have same branch. So in this branch, about this is the open now. So no need to consider this branch. And here I have only one branch. From this branch, current is your I1 current. So I need to find out the branch current I1 using current division rule. What is your current division rule? IS, that means source current, into opposite resistor by your opposite resistor plus your which required resistor. So here substitute those values. What is your IS value? 120. So 120. And what is your opposite resistor? 150 is required resistor and 50 is opposite resistor. So 50 by 50 plus 150. How much you will get? That is 30 amps. So when your current source, 120 amps current source is acting, then what is your I value? So I1 value is 30 amps. Okay. Now, so from this circuit, I know the I value, I know the I1 value. Then I will go for the one more source is acting now. That is my voltage source is acting now. That means 10 volts is acting. The other remaining sources replaced by the again internal resistor. So both are current source. Current source means open. So both are open. Then again I need to find out now I2 response. So how many loops we have? Single loop. So this is open and this is also open. So I have only one loop. So one loop means again only one current, that is I2 current. So voltage by resistor. So voltage is 10, resistor is 50 plus 150. So how much you will get? 0.5 amps. So when the voltage is acting, then your I2 value is 0.5 amps. Again, from main circuit, I know the I value, I know the I1 value, I know the I2 value. Then my acting source is now 40 amps. So now 40 amps is acting. And then what are remaining sources? Again replaced by their internal resistance. So voltage source is short circuit and current source is open circuit. Use any method. Again I want to go for the current division rule. So where I need to find out the response? So in this point I need to find out the response, that is I3 response I need to find out. So when 40 amps is acting, I need to find out the response, that is I3. So use any method. So here I have current division rule. I can use the current division rule simple method. So I will use that one. But your current source is upwards. That means 150 ohms current is downwards and 50 ohms current also downwards. Am I right? So this is like open. So no need to consider. Then this branch current is reverse direction. I3 direction is reverse, as well as your source current direction is reverse. Then what about the IS value? That is nothing but your minus IS value. So what is your formula? IS into opposite resistance by your total resistance. So what is the IS value now? IS is now reverse. So I need to write minus 40 into what is your opposite resistance? That is 150 by your total resistance, 50 plus 150. That is your I3 value. Why you are writing minus means the source current direction and your I3 direction both are reverse. So you need to write like minus. If both are same means you will get like plus. So what is the value now? That is minus 30 amps. From main circuit, the I value is 0.5 amps. Then when the acting source, 120 amps is acting, then what is the I1 value means 30, and when the voltage source is acting, then the I2 value is 0.5 amps. When the 40 amps is acting, then I3 value is minus 30 amps. So we need to prove the superposition theorem. That means I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So just substitute those value, will get like same I value. So which value we have? I value same we have. This is your superposition theorem. So like this you can prove the superposition theorem. I will conclude. So any linear bilateral network having more sources, the response across element is sum of responses obtained from each sources, and the remaining sources is replaced by their internal resistance. So in this circuit I have three sources, so I will find out like I1, I2, I3 values. So when all three sources is acting, then my current value is 0.5 amps. Only 120 amps is acting, then 30 amps. 10 volts acting, then 0.5 amps. 40 amps is acting, then minus 30 amps. Just substitute those value in your superposition theorem statement, will get like 0.5 amps. So like this you can prove the superposition theorem. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.